So the reason I developed this tortilla mix was because I was trying to go off grains. And why was I going off grains? Well, I went through a period of my life where I was freaking tired all the time and I didn't know why. It was really, really frustrating. It was chronic fatigue, basically, and I didn't know where it was coming from. I thought maybe it was something in my environment or mold or who knows what. Just, could have been anything. But during that time, I was actually eating a lot of toast. And don't get me wrong, toast is amazing. And I was even eating that Ezekiel brand sprouted bread made as toast. And it was delicious, and I was eating it all the time. And I had that programming about, you got to have bread with every meal. It's like part of your, it's what you do. You have bread with a meal. You got to have your carbohydrates. There is a big thing about the comfort food aspect of having some sort of bread-like thing. And so when I went off of tortilla, when I went off of bread, I really missed it. It was like, how do you replace that, really? And I found out about cassava flour, and this was, I don't know, maybe it was 2016, 2017, something like that. And I started playing around with different recipes with cassava, and I kind of stumbled upon this tortilla recipe. I started with some kind of base recipes and it didn't quite do it for me. And, I just played around more and more. And this particular recipe that I've developed over a few years now, it just got to the point where I freaking love it. And so I want to share it with everybody. And that's what the tortilla mix is me sharing my tortillas with the world. Even though you could easily just look at the ingredients and make your own, you're welcome to do that. But if you'd like me to do the ingredient sourcing and mixing for you, that's what I'm doing with Bonbon's Nook. It's very easy to get started with your own tortillas in your kitchen. You can be making tortillas every day. And no, they're not compatible with the keto diet, but that's fine because not everybody's on a keto diet. I do my carbs later in the day, so I get the benefits of kind of that keto energy earlier in the day, and then I have my tortillas usually in the evening, and I find that works really well for me. I don't think carbohydrates are totally bad. I just think that it's good to be conscious of when you're consuming them. And so with these tortillas, one thing about them is that they're really fun to make. It's a routine that becomes part of life, making tortillas. And it's very grounding and it gives you that feeling that, all is right in the world. You've got your tortillas. It's something to count on that you can make every day for yourself or your family or your friends. And it's so simple. It's affordable. And with the Bonbon's Nook tortilla kit, you can get everything you need to get started, including the tortilla press, the papers to put on the press to make sure that the tortilla mix doesn't stick to the press. I had to figure that out the hard way. And then also some instruction on how to work with these tortillas in the best way and how to keep them in the fridge or keep them in the freezer, and these kind of different ways of working with them so that you can figure out your flow for your tortillas. So I hope you enjoy the mix, and I hope you enjoy the kit. If that's what you're going for, you can also just buy the mix on its own, or you can buy the kit, which comes with a small amount of mix to start with to see if you like it. And I think you're going to like it because it's really good. It's just really good. Everybody has their own taste, of course, so I'm sure not everyone's going to absolutely love it, but I think it's worth giving a try if you're trying to cut down on the amount of grains you eat, being wheat, rice, all the grains. They don't always do so well with the digestion. So, if you're feeling tired a lot of the time, maybe try taking out the grains. And if you're having allergies and different kinds of symptoms that are coming up, see what happens when you stop eating not just wheat, but rice, and even other grains that you would think might be helpful, like quinoa, can even cause problems. So, if it's a grain, try cutting it out. It's going against the grain for a little bit and seeing if that actually helps you feel better in your body with, more energy and less aches and pains and allergies and whatnot, all that crazy stuff that can happen from eating the wrong thing. And it's just so crazy that I was eating grains for so long and not aware of why my energy was being sapped. And then as soon as I cut the grains out, stopped having bread, it was just like instant realization, like, oh my goodness, this whole time I've been sabotaging my energy and my well-being by continuing to eat bread and not even realizing it was the bread. And so, yeah, that's the magic of doing elimination diets, is being able to really fine tune and major tune, not always fine tune, but like, there might be something you cut out that's just like makes a huge difference in your life. So I'm really inspired to share this Bonbon's Nook tortilla mix with you, and I hope that it helps you in your life, and let me know what you think.